All right, what up, y'all? It's Matt. So I'm working on my Evinrude 150 here, and I hadn't worked on this thing in years. So if y'all missed the videos when we rebuilt this thing, some of the first videos I ever made, like 2016, check out up here if y'all want to see me working on this thing, working on the lower unit, going through the thing, just fixing her up. I made a bunch of videos back then, not the highest quality by today's standards, but they get the job done. So we're changing the impeller, the water pump impeller on this, because I hadn't put eyes on it since like 2016. And yeah, the boat doesn't get that much use, but it's kind of got me paranoid. So I kind of want to check it because, you know, they say you get like 1 or 2 years out of the thing, maybe 3. So that's what we're doing right now. There's like a bolt and a pin, a couple bolts on the lower unit. We're gonna drop the thing and check it out. I'm gonna flip y'all around and show y'all what we're working with. All right, so we got that one little bolt down in there. It's that special bolt like that. That is a pain to get to, but it's out. And then let's see, what do we got? 5/8, 5/8, and then under the trim tab, one right there, one right there, one right there. And then over here, we got 2 right there. So, oh, word of caution, never touch this screw. A lot of guys, when they're working on lower units and stuff, they see this screw, they think that's the drain. Never touch this screw, ever. That screw right there holds some shift stuff in place, and if you go to take it out thinking it's that one or that one, you got problems because you got to take apart the whole lower unit. So, oh yeah, I said to put it in reverse. So it's in reverse. I got the pin out. Time to get this bad boy down. All right, so that came off pretty easily. We got these 4 bolts. I'm gonna pop them off and see what's up in there. See what it's looking like. All right, so honestly, it's not that bad, but we want to make sure that it's good. So basically it's just stuck like that. There's no broken fins, no nothing. I would say, wow, that was a waste of time. But honestly, this is good because that means, you know, we're replacing it before it's bad. The wear plate is nice and smooth. I need to clean up all of this, all of these gasket materials. But one thing I am noticing is this aviation gasket maker that's on here. Yeah, it's still on here. That stuff's super waterproof apparently, because I put on here 4 years ago and it's still there. Yeah, it's on every bolt, everything, you know, it's good. So I'm gonna use that stuff again because that worked pretty well, honestly, to seal it up. The O-ring is good. I bought the housing new back when I did it. It's good, everything's good. So we just need to get a new impeller. Oh, the cup, it looks pretty good. It's not really worn. Those lines aren't deep at all. I can't even feel them. So I'm gonna go to the shop and get us some new parts, and then we're gonna put them back on here and put it all back together. All right, guys, I'm back. So we got parts here. Sierra 18-3059 replaces OMC. You can see the part numbers there. Those are the Evinrude part numbers, assembled in Italy. That's pretty cool. But yeah, this is aftermarket. It should be fine. So I'll put links in the description where y'all can get these impellers on Amazon for cheap. So check them out down there. But we got a new impeller, a new O-ring, and a new plastic key. And you can see the old impeller versus the new impeller. Yeah, you can see the difference. So this one's not cracked at all, but we're replacing it. Tips real quick. I'm just gonna throw the tips out there and throw this thing back together. So there's an O-ring in here. On this one at least, you see that O-ring right there. It can be missing on some of them. Sometimes guys forget to put them in there or leave it out or whatever, but you wanna make sure there's no silicone in here, because if you clog up these holes, you got a problem. Don't use silicone, grease it, O-ring in there, that's good. It's got this little tang here, it sticks in there. We're not using any silly putty on this thing. So, it snaps back together. The O-ring, I just grease it, and we're just gonna rotate it in the direction of rotation and work this thing down on there with the new impeller. On the key, you can see it only goes one way, because see it's open there, and it's closed on this end. So you see it's open and closed in there. So the flat side goes on the drive shaft, like, it goes like this. Like that, assembled on the drive shaft. So it's a bit finicky, but yeah, we're just gonna slap it together. I do wanna show y'all one more thing really quickly. Oh, aviation gasket maker. I put that on the bolts because I think it works better than anti-seize. Grease the heck out of the impeller. I want to show y'all this shift shaft over here real quick. All right, so here's the shift shaft. On the top of it, it's got that little hole up there. But on this, it's a giant screw. Do not unscrew it. Don't move it. Don't screw it in or screw it out. You might be tempted to try to take it off. Don't. Because this is set to a certain height. It's set to a certain height. If you mess with the length of this by screwing it in or out, your motor will not shift right, and you'll have to take it back apart and measure from like the surface here to the center of the eye of the shift shaft. Yeah, it's not fun to do. Don't mess with it. Let's put this thing back together. One last thing here. Again, the wear plates, all the plates and all that, if it has deep gouges in it and grooves and scratches, you need to replace it or try to sand it out or something, but all my stuff's fine. If you messed up and messed with the shift shaft length, here is the lengths that it needs to be to the center of the eye from the top of the gear case for 1986 V4 to V6 Evinrude Johnson. All right, y'all, that's it for the video. Not that hard to do. Sometimes those bolts are really stuck, so I always put anti-seize on them. The one up top is stainless, so yeah, that can be a real pain if you drop it because it's not magnetic. Other than that, y'all, check out the links in the description. I'll link y'all up to all the tools and all the parts and all that stuff we used in the video, and I'll get a small cut of it. It helps the channel grow if y'all purchase from those Amazon links. That's it for the video, guys. Drop me a huge thumbs up down below if y'all enjoyed the boat video. Don't forget to subscribe down below for more boat videos in the future, and while you're at it, comment down there and let me know how many years y'all get out of water pump impeller. I'm interested to see how long these things actually last. That's it for now, y'all. I'm out. Later.